go here and here. Yeah, there we go. Newbie Reaper, hello, hello! My goodness, you appeared so fast. How's everything going? I hope you're doing well. This is a little bit too loud. The timing I had opening the app was impeccable. No kidding. My goodness. Oh. Velvet, hello. Welcome in. It's nice to see you. I hope you're having a good Monday. I hope you are also having a good Monday, Newbie Reaper. Did you guys have a good Easter? Or did you, I don't know if you celebrate Easter, but if you got chocolate, that's good. If you saw flowers, that's good. If you're more of an Ostara person, that is good too. I hope everything's going well. We're just sort of getting people in, vibing. I needed 3 minutes. I will accomplish my mission in 3. Huh? Hello, Talon. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. You are not first, Talon. Far from it. I hope you're doing well, though. I hope you're doing well. No, Newbie Reaper got, like, on the dot first. Easter was fine? I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad it was good. I mainly just celebrate with chocolate. That's my main thing. Main thing is chocolate for me. And just bunnies in pastel colors. Absolutely bunnies, right? Because stargazers. But I love the pastels. I love the colors. I like the flowers. It's all very nice. VR chat? That's nice. That's nice. I've never played VR chat. I feel like it's a very intense thing. I've never done it. I've actually never tried VR before. I know that there's like a desktop thing, but I don't think that's the same thing at all. I think it's a very, very different experience. Hello, Vesta. Welcome in. How's everything going? I hope you had a good Easter. I hope you got to relax. Play fun games. Sounds like Talon was playing VR chat. Stargazer yapping, yeah. I didn't know what to title the stream. I never know what to title the stream. I never know what I'm titling things. You'd love it. There's a dedicated furry community. I'm not so much in the furry community now as much as I am in the VTubing community. I know that it's also very big in VTubing. I think, you know what's really interesting to me about VR chat is that, I thought that due to the nature of furries, that there would be way more furry VTubers than there are. But no, they all went to VR chat. Most of them did not become, most of them did not be furries. Nanashi, hello, and Newbie Reaper, congratulations on the 3 stars! My goodness gracious! Congrats! Congrats on the 3 stars. That is awesome. You know what I need to do is I need to, like, make, like, some kind of bulletin for the star badges. Because I know I have, like, the wallpapers and stuff. But I need to have, like, some way to acknowledge the star badges, because I know that they take a lot of work to get, so I need to at least, I know that I at least need to, like, have some sort of bulletin or something. I think that would be nice. I was thinking about that earlier. I'm like, I need to have, like, some sort of, whatchamacallit, what's those boards? I forget what the boards are called. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy now. I should know what they are. They're in front of the atelier. What are the boards called? The Uma... It's not... The horse boards. The wishing horse boards. What are these called? No, not chalk signs. This is gonna drive me crazy. They're in front of shrines. You write on them. Thank you! Thank you, Enma, thank you. Goodness, that was driving me insane. Because I was like, Wait, but Oma is horse. Why does it not sound right? Why does it not sound right for horse? Yeah, I think that would be nice. I've been like trying, this literally just came to me now. I was thinking about like, what is a way that I could like do star badge things? Maybe writing names on Enma boards. Maybe that would be nice. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud while streaming. Not the greatest idea, but hey. Hello, clean koala. Welcome in. And thank you, newbie, for the Easter egg. Otaku guy, hello. And welcome in, Dark Kuromi. Not everyone can be a VTuber, it requires skill, but with VR chat, it just requires a lot of money. But there, I mean, yeah, being a content creator requires skill, being an entertainer requires skill, but, like, I'm just surprised how many furries did not go into VTubing. I really thought a lot more would. Because, I mean, furries by nature like being content creators and entertainers. So I am kind of surprised that it didn't follow through. I don't think I refuse to. Dark Romy, you can call me Starlight. I don't know how people... Okay, here I understand. Here I understand because I have my full name on here. But, like, on Discord, people still call me Akari, and I'm like, why do you call me Akari on Discord? I'm literally just Starlight. Like, my label just says Starlight to make it easier for people. And I still get called Akari, just on Discord in general. I don't know how that happens. What is today's topic? We're hanging out, we're chatting, we're just having a fun time. Next stream, I'm gonna try to do one of those press the button games. I found one that's art-based, and my gosh, I looked at like 2 of them as like a teaser, because I think that it's made by, Duchess Celestia, and I was looking at these 2 of them, and I was like, my goodness gracious, yeah, this is gonna be a rough one, but I think it'll be fun. Why do you want to call me Akari? I mean, yes, it is part of my name, but I use it more as a last name. It's more accessible in VR chat. You can do VR chat practically free. You don't even need VR, just the desktop. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. Yeah. It suits me? I mean, I would hope that it does suit me because it is part of my name, but I know I confuse people, right? Because I know that Akari is a first name and I use it as a last name. But it would be like if I just called Vesa as Nova. and I can't, or if I said like, you know, Tanaka. Nova and Tanaka. It just doesn't, it doesn't really work. But I know that Akari is used more so as a first name. It is a first name. So I know that I confuse people. It's too much of a formal. Yeah, it's like, and Renbo. Well, no, we just shorthand that one. You remind me of a character in League of Legends, really? That's interesting, which I would imagine Ari, considering that we're both Kitsune? You thought Starlight was a title for some reason? You know what's funny? You know what's funny about the Nanashi is that, I have a VTuber friend who does use it as a title, and we laughed about it, because, like, Starlight is my name, but there's another VTuber, named Starlight Lime, and her name is Lime, but the Starlight part is used, like, Magical Girl Sailor Moon style. So I can also understand that. There's, like, a part of me that is debating if I should just have my name on here as just Starlight, but I'm guessing that, like, a million viewers have also just taken the single easy noun name, so I'm using my whole name here. You imagined it like Sailor Moon style as well? That's definitely fair. Hello, Eve! Welcome in! How are you doing today? Hello! Just call her what she wants to be called. Usually I say, Starlight just because, it's just, it makes sense. It is my first name. It is easier. Like Talon said, right? Like, Akari just feels very formal. I mean, I guess there is sort of that sense of, like, addressing somebody by their last name, but yeah. Eve is here, chaos has arrived. Hello, Leah, welcome in, welcome in. Newbie beat me to 3, how? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I need 2 more hours? Okay, we'll get you to 2 more hours. What are my thoughts on people calling my full name from the last 2 front name, like Akari Starlight? So that would actually be like how I would probably introduce myself if I was in Japan, right? Because I would probably introduce myself as like Akari Starlight. But no, I don't go by Japanese name order, but I use a Japanese last name that is meant to be a first. I'm a very confusing fox. I mess a lot of people up with this. I know that I don't make it easy. If anyone is like wondering why are you making our lives so confusing, it's because the Akari part was sort of like bestowed upon me, and I have gone by just Starlight for like most most of my life in content creation. The only problem is that you can't easily use that. And because I was anthro, right? I have anthro form, I have my regular fox form, and then the demi-human part came later. So if you're an animal or an anthro, you can easily go by a single name, but humans seem to like to complicate things. So I had to sort of abide by that and confuse the complication of human culture. Just roll with it? What? Yeah, I don't know. Who bestowed Akari? I have worked in the past with a unicorn and a phoenix that are sadly not around anymore. But yeah, someday I will tell you their story. Someday I will tell you their story. But yes, it was a unicorn and a phoenix. You guys don't know about them yet, unless you were at my... Well, no, actually a lot of people were not here for debut stuff, so never mind. But I did have a reference to them in my debut. It did not... I don't think a lot of people saw it. But yeah. The story of how the battle went and you came out on top. That was the Scuff debut. There was the teaser, there was the teasers and the directions and sort of navigating the forest. And then there was the Scuff debut with Zapdos and everything. And that was like after the fact. That was after the fact. So I basically, like, when I went from PNG to Live 2D, right? Like, reinventing my outfit and everything, kind of, coming around as a new fox. I had a huge amount of little teasers and things like that. And there were a lot of references and connections and riddles and puzzles. I don't think a lot of people saw them, though. Remember the teasers when we had to try really hard to see you through the mist? Exactly, yeah. Because the forest does not like intruders. The forest will do what it can to protect itself. But in the forest center, there is sort of like a monument there, and there are spells guarding it. And if you see the shape of those spells, then, you know, you saw the unicorn and the phoenix there. Not intruding, I'm helping. The forest doesn't really know, that's the only problem, because we've had so many issues in the past. You get bad characters there, and then they get lost in the woods. I saw those this morning for the first time. Well, that's ironic. How did you end up seeing those first thing in the morning today? Today of all things. How does that... That's a weird amount of timing, isn't it? But yeah. TLDR. Confusing name, but you can just call me Starlight. And someday I will explain everything. The full tale. How you guys came from the Celestial to Illusionari itself. I looked at Lady Red's Twitter and saw that was the last thing she posted was a retweet. Oh, okay, I get you. Did Newbie Reaper get lost in the forest a bit too long and became a Stargazer Skull Kid? No, I don't think so. William Endicott, hello on the YouTube side. I apologize. I do not, I try to be aware that there's the YouTube side. but I mainly have to be focusing on the IRIAM side, and you'll see on the overlay that it says that I'm currently on an app called IRIAM, and there's people chatting on IRIAM, so that is sort of like how that's how I chit-chat with people. If you are in the US and you can download IRIAM, there is a link in the description. But if not, I will try to look at the YouTube side, but I don't normally, get a chance to. I think slowly chipping away at narrative is a neat storytelling device. There you go, there you go. Mainly, I'm just not ready to tell it. I'm not ready to tell it. It's a very long, in-depth story. Someday, though. Reaper says, I've always been a skull. I did drop my jaw and never got to pick it up at some point. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't think Newbie Reaper is a forest skull kid. I think Newbie Reaper is just Newbie Reaper. And that is a-okay. Talon says, I feel like playing VR chat helps replenish creative energy. Would love to create world and avatar and just cut out full game dev. Whenever you're making worlds or avatars of VR chat, there's no coding required. Oh, okay, interesting. I don't know how that works, but I believe you. I believe you that there must be some sort of world building going on, so that's very cool. I don't know, like, if you're creating, like, worlds and avatars and things, that involves a lot of 3D modeling knowledge, doesn't it? Like, a lot of 3D knowledge. I'm not sure what to call you. Hello, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. And hello, Sierra, welcome in. I feel like I can't, like, address your whole name, but I also don't want to address the name of the, of the other FS, but I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Did you have a good Easter? Hello, Miss Mystic Creature of the Forest. Hello on the YouTube side. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. You can call me up? Alright, sounds good. I will try that. I will try. And I'm glad you had a good Easter. I'm glad to hear. First time seeing terms of service message. Oh, what do you mean? For now, just enjoying socializing and visiting worlds in VR chat? Heck yeah, that's nice. That sounds good. Huh? Wait, Sierra, what? I'm not really sure what you mean with, like, message? Message? I don't know. Did terms of service pop up for anybody else? I'm very confused. Message says, please be respectful and stuff and be mindful and all. Oh, interesting. I did not set that up, so I wonder if that's a new thing that they implemented. No. Huh. I don't know. I was not told that there was any pop-up terms of service thing, so that's interesting. I was not aware of this. Ionat says on the YouTube side, you're a kitsune, I love fox girls. I am indeed a kitsune, yes. Nice to meet you, hello. It's sad that it had to be a reminder and not just a given. You know what? If they are doing that because of the large number of kids coming around, then I say that sounds like a good thing. It says if you see inappropriate comments, please use the report feature. Yes, that would be very helpful. That would be very helpful. Candy Kitsune. Why the candy thing? Are you sure you're not a blue wolf or a cat? I am neither. No, I am neither. I have gotten compared to a blue wolf in the past. I've actually not been called a cat, probably just because the ears are so large. I have been called a rabbit, though, but that is not the case. That is not the case. I am indeed a fox. I am indeed a kitsune. I am somewhat cat-like, but not entirely? What do they say? Cat software, dog hardware? You can say that you're neither a kid nor adult. That's fair. That's fair. Star became eggs? This is giving me an old PTSD with Bunny Day and Animal Crossing New Horizons. Yeah, for temporarily, actually. I think it's only today. I think it's only today that the stars get to be the eggs. You know, sadly though, they kind of disappear in the background, don't they? I'm not really sure that we picked the best background for the eggs. They kind of disappear. That's okay, that's okay. But yeah, this is the one day that they're gonna be eggs. I think they change back into stars tomorrow, so, you know, you can spam the eggs while you can. Who would see those chompers and call you a rabbit? I mean, if they thought that I was from Monty Python or something, maybe. if they thought that I was the killer rabbit in the Holy Grail. Spam the eggs before they hatch. There you go, there you go. Yeah, no, I guess, like, the large ears do make people think, rabbit. I mainly get called a wolf, and I've been told that it's because of my color scheme, because most people think of wolves as, like, a gray or a blue, and foxes as being, you know, red fox. But there's all kinds of foxes. There's red fox, fennec fox, arctic fox. True, you're not gonna find a blue one out in the wild, that's just gonna be me, but are you really going to find a lime green husky either? Going to Florida? That sounds nice. That sounds nice. I do not like eggs so much. What about Easter eggs, though? I mean, I understand, like, not preferring eggs. You'll save a lot of money. But what about just, like, the pretty decorated Easter eggs? There are blue foxes just very good at hiding. True, true, true. You know, people are gonna want our our pelts. I'm a silver fox? I'm actually not really any known Terra, species. I don't really fit any of them. I have, like, I have the form of a red fox, but I have the ears of a fennec, and I prefer the cold like an arctic. I really don't fit any one particular fox species. So, being a kitsune, I'm kind of all and none. A beginner from today, totally not Maimu, has joined the stream for the first time. Hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I don't know if I should say things, but I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I hope everything is going very well with you. Maybe. We can't see your bushy tail, which is why it's easy to confuse. That's true, yeah. You know what really makes things confusing is, wolves that have fox-patterned tails. You know what I mean? Like, if you're a wolf, you normally have either a solid color tail or a tail with an undercolor underneath, right? And I see so many wolves that have a white-tipped tail, and it causes a lot of confusion, and I wish that there weren't so many, confusing designs. Because that causes a ton of confusion, right? When people say, like, oh, are you a wolf or a fox? Well, if there weren't so many wolves that had white-tipped tails, then maybe it would be easier to tell. No? No? Well, whoever you are, mystery person, it is lovely to see you. I hope that you are doing well. I definitely hope you're doing well. It is good to see ya. Was Starlight inspired solely by you, or was it brought about by you and others? 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 I'm a little confused what you mean by that. I am myself. I'm not really sure what else. Ionat says, Easter eggs? You mean chocolate eggs? I try not to take sugar too much. I'm fatty? No, I don't necessarily mean chocolate. I mean, like, just decorated eggs. Just, like, you know, just paint an egg. Just paint an egg with pretty designs on it, right? Like, I don't know where it started, but there's a really pretty tradition where people decorate eggs like Christmas ornaments, and then they put, they put the eggs on trees, like a birch, like a white birch, because it's very spring colored, it's very neutral and nice. And you can decorate the tree with eggs as if it's an ornament. It was brought about by the creature. Eh? What? Wait, what? Oh, the username is Mystery Man. Wait, what? What? I'm very lost. What? I think now she's asking how you became a VTuber, and if you're I'm self-incarnated. I'm self-incarnated. I am my own artist. I'm my own artist and rig, and in terms of concept, that is still all me. It is, yeah, 100%. I did have some help when I did have an anthroform in the past, but this is all me. I did have okay. I did go to a tailor, a designer, and I asked for some critique. I did ask for some critique because there were some parts of my outfit that were really, really, really making me struggle. And they offered some very good, advice on both tailoring tweaks and hairstyle tweaks. So I'm very, very grateful for that. That person was, IRIAM, who has actually helped, with a lot of other larger VTubers, and they were offering critiques on tailoring and hairstyles and things, so that was very kind of them. I know some people help inspire the idea of the characters people make. I wonder if style is created solely from own ideas or made from you and others. Yeah, I am myself, I am all me, but I did get some help from a tailor. No, not really inspired by anyone. I've kind of existed, in my fox form for a very, 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 very long time, so taking on a human form was sort of a matter of, yeah, I mean, I had inspiration seeing other humans, because my main thing is I don't know how to design clothing. Designing the clothing is what takes the longest, right? I'm not really a fashion designer. I had to sort of take inspiration from others' clothes. I don't have much experience with that. Being a fox in the Celestial, it's not like we see that every day, so I did have to take some inspiration there. But in terms of, like, one direct inspiration, I don't think there's any one direct one. I guess, if anything, I would have to say a little bit of Princess Zelda, but there's not any real one, inspiration, I don't think. Candy necklace. It's not candy. I don't know, wait, I don't understand the Shaman King reference, what? I went to the barber and they got the tailor-made fit. There you go. You've had your design since before VTubing? Yeah. Understandable. I understand how you feel. As crowfolk, we don't really particularly wear a lot of clothing. Yeah, it's funny, right? Because, I mean, I'm even, like, looking at the other, the creatures in Illusionari. The birdfolk do not, wear the same as, like, the mammals and things like that, right? Like, the mammals will either wear, like, a top or a top and pants. The birdfolk, don't really want to deal with all the custom tailoring, so they mainly just wear, like, scarves and headbands and necklaces and things. That was sort of the same with the Phoenix as well. He only ever wore, he only ever wore, like, jewelry and armor. What? Vesa, what? Why? What? Wait, where's that coming from? Why so aggressive all of a sudden? Why so negative all of a sudden? What? What? Why? What? No! No, Vesa, no! What? Excuse you? Where did this come from? The bunnies crave chicken. Look, I like chicken too, but no, please do not eat the birdfolk. Oh my gosh. If we do wear clothes, it's mostly for faction identification and status. That actually makes a ton of sense, yeah. The birdfolk are no! Oh my gosh, no, we're not gonna eat other streamers either, please! Please! I'm not gonna pick between the birds of Illusionari and fellow founding streamer Tantan. What is wrong with you? My gosh, no! My goodness, no, that's not happening. Neither of those things are happening. I'm gonna put you in a crystal. No, neither of those things are happening. You choose or the bunnies? No! No! No attacking other streamers, especially the nice ones that we like. Do not attack nice streamers that we like. And please do not harass the birdfolk. I'll give the whole butler experience when we serve the birdfolk. No, guys. Please. Please. The birdfolk could pick you up. Why are you even trying to debate this? Like, small mammal versus large bird. Large bird wins. What bird? We have bird folk in Hallucinari that are not edible. It's okay, you don't have to know where the chicken comes from. My gosh, you know what? There are people that sometimes watch this stream, and you guys do not make a great impression on them sometimes. You know that? Can you prove they're not edible? I don't want to try to prove or disprove. I just think you shouldn't try to eat them. No, stop trying to turn into that weird Pokemon that beats up Corviknights. DeGrumpy, hello, welcome in. I see you're new to IRIAM. Hello, welcome to IRIAM. I hope that you are having a good day. I hope you had a good Easter. Pardon my community, they're going a little bit crazy right now. No, we're not... Yeah, stop being Tinkatons, please. Anything's edible after a few hours on the Hickory No! Newbie Reaper, no! You're crazy, we are sane? Definitely not. Definitely not. Absolutely not true. No! Why can't you guys be friends with these creatures? Why do you always default to either kill or eat? You're not that desperate for food. We have a bakery. It is literally in the same building. Why do you guys go towards violence so quickly? Apparently we're talking cannibalism with VTubers or meat eaters. I think they need Snickers bars. We literally have a bakery. There's chocolate there. There's chocolate, there's candy, there's baked goods. You don't need to eat the other creatures. You'll attack us eventually. They're jealous of crystals and chocolate. Then give them chocolate! I've seen you bake. It takes a whole day for one bread. I can't wait that long. I mean, the flatbread only takes a half a day. No KFC. The burrows demand a feast. My butler side is activated. A butler must prep the meals for the household in burrows. What? Why did this turn into Black Butler? You're a meat eater bunny? That's a first. What, are you from Monty Python too? What about a savory bakery? That doesn't really... I mean, that would be more of a cafe, which it is a cafe. No! No meat! You're all meat eater bunnies? Oh my gosh. Do you have a bar? We don't have a dedicated bar, but we do have a, we do have a mixer. There is a stargazer who knows how to mix drinks. We don't have a dedicated bar for them, though, but, we could probably set something up for them. I haven't seen them here yet today. Maybe they'll stop in later. We're all meat eater bunnies? When did this happen? You're not the only one that's called me Black Butler? Oh my gosh. There's some baked goods that have meat inside. There are, but, like, the meat is not from other citizens. Newbie Reaper, oh my gosh. Talon should start running. Can we not harass other stargazers? Oh, goodness. Is mystery meat? No. What? I don't serve meat. I have pastries. Like, yes, there is a... No, you do not serve meat either. We have a cafe and a bakery. That's all we should need for the moment. If you want more, then you can travel outside. But I'm not gonna be providing it, and I don't want you guys to provide it either. I need chicken tendies. Oh. I'm gonna have to figure out where the bird folk get their meat. You want dino nuggies? Bacon, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Can I invite a friend with me to drink beer? Named Homer Simpson, called his friend Peter Griffin. I don't think that they would like my forest. Town says there's a state that some pastries to have meat in there. Not particularly from sentient animals. Yeah, no, not from sentient animals. Where do you get the eggs from? What are you, the chocolate eggs? Yeah, no, I'm banning anyone from adult cartoon media. They're not welcome here. Never ask the bunnies where we get the Easter eggs from. I mean, you literally threatened the Easter bunny last time. Sierra says, I know this sounds weird. Starlight is literally the mom or big sis who tries to keep everyone in order. Sounds like a fun household. Wisp does not come from eggs, no. No, Wisp does not come from eggs. No, wait. What? Eve, it sounds like you're reciting Bug's Life. Bacon, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. And told you it was lizard eggs? It's- what? It's not lizard eggs either! Hello, Vine Fox, hello, Dark. I hope you guys are doing well. And hello, Blank, if I didn't say hi earlier. Do bird folk eat eggs? It would probably make them feel weird, so my guess is not, but maybe they probably paint eggs. Or have chocolate ones. I don't know. The bird folk just moved up the target list because I want chicken. There's gotta be some, you know, the bird folk probably eat fish. That would be my guess. They probably get it from the sirens, would be my understanding. You're doing great? I'm glad to hear you're doing great. I'm currently trying to stop a bunch of bunnies from wrecking havoc. As usual. The ocean is too far, but we do have mail carriers. We do have shipping. So the bird folk- no, the bird folk do not eat sirens, no. Why is eating birds bad but eating fish is okay? No, the sirens can gather fish. Because... it's the same as, like, Zora's domain, okay? We can't eat the birds, but the birds can eat the sirens. The birds cannot eat the sirens, no. No, you're not gonna eat the sirens either. We'll eat the birds, it's fine. Don't eat the birds either! You maniacal little fluff balls! Had to turn the volume down so my aquariums don't hear what we're saying. Oh, goodness. We can have a combo meal. No! No! May, hello, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Dual Thrones, welcome in. Enjoy the chaos. Maybe you can... maybe you can break some sense into these guys. Want chicken? No! No chicken. Oh, what the heck? Now I'm hungry. I hope you're doing well, Dual Thrones. I hope you're doing well. Only started and they all crave battle, I see? Yes. I don't know why. Also, Vine Fox, you're on the YouTube side today. Hello. I apologize if I don't respond as quickly on the YouTube side. I mainly focus on the IRIAM side. No, no. What are you guys talking about? Just because my stomach growled doesn't mean anything. Blank says stargazers are like the ogres from Warhammer Fantasy, conquering the entire world just to eat it. Isn't that the plot of, like, what's that anime? Delicious in Dungeon? Isn't that the plot of Delicious in Dungeon? I've never seen it. I don't know. It means you want the food? No, I'm fine. I need, like, Easter chocolate or something. You have to focus here because you glance at YouTube for 3 seconds. We already started another war. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. I have to focus here. Because if I look at YouTube, then you guys are gonna start wars. Who made the ogre comment? They're my friend now. Blank did. Wait, did Blank? Was that Blank? That was Blank. Yes. I am. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. They're broke and they have to eat monsters because they can't afford meals in Delicious Dungeon? Oh, okay. Okay, I see. What's been happening? Dual Thrones. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't even know how to explain it on this point. I am, hello. Oh, are you actually, like, the user god? Hello, welcome in, it's good to see you. I hope that they reinstate things. I'm really sorry to hear what happened. I hope things get better. But that is a clever solution. That is a clever solution. No, Newbie Reaper, no! You endorsed the war making to the Stargazers? I did not endorse anything. It's been a minute, yeah, it stinks, but it's okay. I'm glad to see you either way. What happened? So IRIAM, was previously, God, like, username God, and, IRIAM was like, no, that's not okay, you can't do that. But God has been, like, in a ton of Founding Streamers server, streams, and being, like, really, really supportive, and has been here since, like, pretty much day one. And then IRIAM's like, no, that's not okay. So, yeah. But that is a clever solution. That is actually a really, really clever solution. Oh my gosh, Blank, what are you doing? Why are you chanting? Blank's chanting on the YouTube side, help me. Blank is ogre chanting on the YouTube side. All the things they allow on this app and that was going too far? Yeah, apparently that was too far. I don't know why. What is Blank chanting? Blank is chanting, and I quote from Blank. We'll plunder and feast on any man, any beast. Doesn't matter, we'll snack on them all. What the heck, Blank? Dark says, don't care if you don't respond to the YouTube side, I get it. We're just not that important. No, that's not... I want IRIAM to open up to more places. If you are in the US and you do want to download IRIAM, then it is definitely helpful if you're on the IRIAM side. But if you're not in the US, then I do try to multi-stream on the YouTube side so that you guys can also get some of the experience too. I did not endorse it! I was quoting Blank! I literally said, and I am quoting Blank. Stop repeating it! Stop repeating it, you two! Stop repeating it! Oh. May, thank you for the stars. I appreciate it. I do chat on the YouTube side more often because it's easier on the battery. That is also very fair. If it's also a battery thing, that is perfectly understandable. I'd rather you guys be able to watch the stream and, like, not have your battery die halfway through, so very understandable. I just, I definitely, focus more on the IRIAM side. I'll just cut out the part where you said, and I quote, why are you fitting your branding of, like, CIA misinformation? Why are you doing this? The bunnies crave for the noms. No. Oh. May, thank you for the 1,000 star, and to Crumple, thank you for sending the... It says stars, but they're eggs today. Today only. Today only. Limited time special. They are eggs! It's not CIA, it's just Stargazer things. No, it's literally CIA. It's literally CIA. Vesa is using the CIA propaganda. Same reason I do anything. It's funny. Oh my gosh. It's not a psyop, it's lunchtime. No! Blank, stop! Blank, stop chanting and inserting stargazers into the word. No! I'm not gonna quote read this. I'm not gonna quote read this because people are just gonna take it out of context again. Blank is still chanting. Goodness. Goodness gracious. What's he saying? I'm not gonna repeat it. I'm not gonna repeat it. If you want to go on the YouTube side, you can check, but I'm not going to. Because you're just gonna get me out of context again. So no. So that's not happening. Why are there so many people on the YouTube side right now? Goodness. Vesa! Not you too! Every time I don't know what to stream about, like I don't have a topic, I don't have an activity, stargazers just go, okay, we'll just default. We'll just default. No, blank, do not. We don't need the full song. We don't need the full song. It's bad enough that you've got Eve and Vesa going now. And Newbie Reaper. You do not. You do not. It is not your anthem. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the YouTube side. Thank you, Nanashi. I appreciate that. I asked how you like Cinnabunny, but you were distracted. I was very distracted. Yes, I like Cinnabunny because Cinnabunny, is all about baked goods and not eating other creatures. Yes, it does take a long time for me to get the baked goods, and apparently you can make a lot of baked goods, and I'm just not able to do that right now. I don't really know how it works, but it was nice. It was a nice game. I feel like I don't really know how to play relaxing games on stream, which is ironic because I thought that I thought that relaxing streams would be best to play with a chat, but it's like I don't know. We're playing pinball this weekend, and I feel like it's easier for me to stream when it's action-based. So, I don't... Why is everyone joining on the YouTube side right now? Why is everybody joining YouTube? My gosh. You have no chill, locked in 24/7? I'm not Dual Thrones, no! Gives bunnies less time to go. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I'm in 2 zones now. You are indeed. Hello, Vine Fox. Welcome in. What is going on? I'm not trying to be locked in. I just think it's easier, like, if I'm blanking, if I'm all confused with things, I don't know. I think, like, the cozy game streams are more like lurky radio type-ish, and I think that I like doing action stuff, but then I worry about, like, focusing on chat, but then you guys have said that that it's, like, okay when it's an action game to not focus on chat as much, so I'm, like, trying to figure things out. This is why you need a topic. It doesn't matter, Vesa. I will start the stream with a topic, and then it'll just disappear. It'll just disappear 5 minutes later. We all turn into ADHD brain cells with no structure. It's literally from streaming. Like, it doesn't matter if you have a topic or not. Monday needs to be called Madness Monday. This is like the craziest day for Starlight. It was branding based. It was previously branding based. Dual Thrones, yes. Dual Thrones always yes. Oh my gosh, Dual Thrones. The topic will morph into our next meal warfare or goth darklight. Oh my gosh. Newbie Reaper, please. It starts halfway, somehow goes off the rails, and then sometimes goes back. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know how. I actually wasn't thinking that this was going to happen. I really thought that I would be, like, able to just have a chill conversation about, like, I don't know, content or art or streaming, and no, the Stargazers always demand destruction. I don't know why. You know, I keep thinking that someday you're gonna get bored. I keep thinking that someday you're gonna get bored of all the destruction. You're just gonna wanna, like, chill and hang out and have, like, cozy time destruction, and that time has not happened yet. No, I don't have a villain form, Nanashi. You have to prevent us from eating the feathery people in the trees. I mean, I could just tell you not to, but that doesn't work. Just gonna jump to another planet? What? Unironically, I feel like it was my fault this time by starting this with a half-hearted comment about eating the bird folk. That's true. This time it was Vesa. It was Vesa this time. A bored stargazer is a violent stargazer? Does that mean you guys are bored now? Wait, are you already bored? I hope I'm not boring you into destruction. That would not be a good thing. Everyone is still chanting. Everybody's still chanting. Why is everybody still chanting? You aren't boring us, we're just hungry? Oh my gosh. I'm kind of distracted, so all the stargazers have chaos right now. Because you're not, like, putting on your yin-yang limiters. I mean, this time Vesa absorbed it. Talon, no bathroom humor, okay? No bathroom humor. Chilling with these viewers on a Monday is impossible. Very true, Dark. Imagine the day when the role is switched, stargazers want chill, and Starlight wants violence? What? I doubt that happens. If it does, then we know it's the end of the world like the Bible said. What? Chicken, Starlight, we need chicken? I mean, look, as a kitsune, I understand that, but, like, be reasonable here. I come into why aren't furries going into content, and now it's just chanting. Pretty much. Yeah, just real quick for future reference, no potty humor, like, actually being very serious, no potty humor in stream. That is something I do not want in stream. Thank you for your understanding. Yeah, was that the original topic with the furries? I mean, I don't even remember how we got to that. I think that came because somebody was confused about my name, and then I was explaining the name difference with furries and VTubers and humans, and then Talon was talking about VR chat, and then I was talking about how it's strange that furries went more into VR chat, and not nearly as many became VTubers as I thought would. I honestly thought that furries would be very, very, very into VTubing, very in tune with VTubing, and no, there's, like, no furries wanted to get into VTubing, which is interesting to me. There's only, like, a very, very, very small number. Newbie Reaper says, quote, I wonder why furries all went to VR send VTubers. Stargazers, what are you doing? Basically, yes. This might be a chaotic safe for work IRIAM stream, but we have standards. No toilet jokes allowed here. Exactly. Thank you for understanding. I do appreciate that. Why? Vesa's rickrolling. Vesa's rickrolling on YouTube. Vesa's now rickrolling. Incredible. Truly incredible. Really. Why would furries want to be in VTubing? That would involve responsibility. Oh my gosh. Dual Thrones. The funny thing is, somebody else said the exact same thing. I thought furries were, like, very, very into content creation and making things. So I kind of thought that it would go hand in hand. But I'm really surprised now that you and someone else have said the exact same thing. Is there, like, some sort of stereotype I'm not aware of because I'm on the art side? Dang. Town says, I wonder if I ever get into VR chat content creation, what would be the niche for the platform, if you know what I mean? I think the platform is more so the medium, and the niche is whatever you want it to be. My gosh, Newbie Reaper. Dark says, I'm furry and I'm not helping the stereotype. I'm planning on being an aero engineer. That's really good, though. That's really good, though. I'm sure that you've seen the meme where there's, like, all the furries on the plane and somebody is like, they're like, this makes me so nervous because that's the entire American IT department right there. Sierra says, I'm literally confused. Coronet from Hololive reading chat here. Pretty much, yes. Why, everyone's just... Stargazers turned YouTube into a karaoke session. I don't know why. They are, the content is most suited to adult sites. But, like, content creation in terms of, like, there's tons of, like, regular artists at, like, conventions in furry fandom, right? Like, I don't know, I thought that, like, just chilling and playing games, I don't know, I felt like there would be more furries, like, wanting to go into VTubing. They don't necessarily have to be, like, you know, content creator idol style, but I kind of just thought that more would be into it. But no, everyone just went to VR chat instead. The American IT department is on the VRC servers chatting. Basically. Blank says, I do actually have a VR headset, but I just use it to play depressing Eastern European What? Huh? And then he just moves on to rickrolling. Okay, cool. Cool. River says, I've seen VRC worlds with little bars and drawn artwork on the wall. Furries are really super social and talky on there. Very true, yes. What the? I'm so confused right now. I don't even know. I wonder if this stream has chat replay. I'm not even sure. I'm moving to YouTube. It's always when at the office IRIAM is cutting out my voice. Wait, IRIAM's cutting out my voice? Do you mean like because of the Wi-Fi connection or what? I'm I'm confused. And Vine Fox is now rickrolling here. That's out of your system now? Oh my gosh, Vine Fox. Okay, alright. Are we good now? Are we like, is this out of our system? Are we done with the chanting? Are we done with the chanting now? Are we good? No, they're still chanting. Well, you were just chanting. It's out of your system now though, right? Depends, can we eat the sirens now? No, you cannot eat the sirens! Do I think virtual travel channel would be good for VR? I don't know. I don't know how you would do virtual travel. I don't get how that works. Sushi Rin? No! No Sushi Rin, Eve. No Sushi Rin. Why does it sound like that would be someone's chosen VTuber name, though? Jumping from world to world? I get... Anything's possible, Talon. It's VR chat. Literally, you can do anything. Why do you say we are done with X? It just makes them do it more? You're not wrong, Dark. You're not wrong. I don't even remember what I was gonna start stream with now. You guys have successfully made my head empty. I don't remember what I was gonna say. I had, like, subjects, and now they're gone. No, the subject was not about chicken tendies. You know what the saddest thing is? Is, like, you guys are basically, like, Raora from Hololive. Like, you guys are basically Chitini, except you don't demand jetpacks. You demand, like, war, violence, and meat. I think I'd rather give you jetpacks at this rate. The subject was a chicken recipe? It was not a chicken recipe, no. We did demand jetpacks before. Dual Throne says the entire world's carefully conspiring against wholesome art fox time. I don't really know how to control it. I'm sorry, Dual Thrones. can you give us jetpacks? We need them for military purposes. Well then no, not for military purpose, no. Do you have any announcements about this evening or evening in general? Thank you! Thank you, Vessa! Good mod, thank you! Helping me actually get my head back on straight. I appreciate it, thank you. Yes, okay. No, go back to chanting? No! No chanting. Thank you. I did actually want to talk about that. You'll be right back. I did actually want to talk about that, though. This is not a good song for it. I'm gonna wait until the song ends, because it's way too chaotic. My goodness. No, but I actually did have a thingy that I wanted to bring up, an idea I had. Wait, Dualdron says, what I meant about the conspiracy against Artfox time is that I've gotten 6 carefully spaced calls in a row that have made me unable to IRIAM. Oh my gosh, Dualdrons, I'm sorry. Yeah. Dark says, this is your chat now, I can't imagine what it would be in 4 years. Oh, that's a terrifying concept. Well, okay. If it got crazy in 4 years, then I think I actually would reach out to Raura and ask her what to do. Hello, Goose. Welcome in. Okay. So, idea. I know this is not going to please everybody, because I know that it's not going to be something that everybody can participate in, and that is totally okay. But I just wanted to throw this out there. Because you guys know that I've been talking about, like, art style and study and stuff, and wanting to improve in all of these things, and then I also have the commissions, and yada IRIAM time. I've been feeling kind of strange about the fact that I only stream art once a week now, whereas it used to literally be my whole content. I used to only do art, only be art streamer, and wow, the minute I said that I wanted to stop the chanting and start talking about something, everyone just immediately left. Yeah, it was my forte for a long time. So I wanted to sort of try getting back into that, but I'm not, like, one thing that was really hard about the art streams is that, I always had to come up with something new to work on, right? Like, if I wasn't working on a big fancy commission, or if I didn't have any commissions at the time, or if the commissions were NDA, I could never really, like, figure out what to draw every time, and then I ended up, like, doing, speed work, redeem stuff, getting carpal, all that craziness. But what I was thinking, I used to do some streams that were master studies, and I kind of had the idea that what I might want to try doing is doing some night streams, so, like, not chaotic. If you saw the night stream I did when I drew the crazy Stargazer Bakadoodle in the past, they were quiet, they were chill, they were, like, you know, calm music and just working and, like, basically using me as a radio or whatever. And I wanted to sort of try doing more of them to force myself to do more studies. Because the thing is, whenever I do something to study art, I always get this feeling of I'm doing this study, but I should be working on the commissions, right? I'm always trying to sort of balance these, like, balance your study, balance your fun type of deal. Balance work, balance fun. So I feel like I would want to try to get into a better habit of doing nighttime streams. I know not everyone can attend those, and that's okay. They're not really, you're not really gonna miss much. That's why it's gonna be like just chill, quiet music, maybe chit chat here or there, silent, like very, very sporadically, but not often. And I just sort of want to, like, force myself to use the time to get studies done. So here's where you guys come in. Because I want to do this study to build up a specific art style, there's basically the whole thing is that, like, I want to sort of do a little bit of guerrilla art stream. Yeah. And I had that on the schedule for a bit, right? I have on the schedule, it says, like, nighttime guerrilla streams, still experimenting. And I am still experimenting. So one thing I was thinking is that we could make a place in the Discord where I allow you guys to submit other art pieces that you think are really, really nice, preferably anime, that you would want me to try to do a master study of. If it fits the art style that I'm currently trying to go for, then I would try to do a one-to-one. If it does not fit the art style that I'm trying to go for, then I would try to do a style match. Like, I would try to do a tweak and do it in the style that I'm trying to go for. Explain master study for people who don't know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, sometimes I get too tied into the art terms. So a master study, right? A master study is when you basically do a one-to-one copy of somebody else's art piece. But the difference is that you're very open about it, you give them credit, you like make it very clear, you show who the original is, you're not trying to hide anything, it's not tracing. It is literally a way to study how a professional works. That is the other thing. If I do a master study, I would like these to come from professionals, from really, really big artists. I do not want to be doing a master study of somebody who's like my size. I think that that's a little bit strange, and like a student studying a student, I don't really think is a good idea. So I would, you know what? Okay, best way to do this, pick official art from media. Pick official art from like gacha games, video games, animated movies, whatever. Pick stuff that's official, and I think that would be easier to work with. So this could be like splash art from your favorite gacha game. This could be like characters from a favorite video game or a movie or something. Make it all official stuff, and my goal is to try to either do a one-to-one master study, make it look exactly, NPG, thank you, please stay for work. Try to make it like, either one-to-one if it's in the style I want to work with, and I'll post some examples of the style that I want to try to go for. And if it's not, then I'll try to convert it to that style. And I want to try to do these semi-regularly. What I'm going to try doing is, try to do them on IRIAM days, starting with Monday and Wednesday. So I want to try to do Monday and Wednesday, art style study, night stream, minimum of like an hour. They don't have to go the full 2 hours that I normally do. It sort of depends on like where I'm at. But basically, I want to force myself to study. And if there's extra time and I still feel like I have energy, then I could also like jump to doing some commission work or something and just sort of make it like a chill work period, basically. Chill work period, use me as a radio. I'll try to get more copyright-free music that I can play, maybe. I'll try to download a bunch of more Dova Syndrome. But essentially, I just want to force myself to do these studies. So if you guys want to submit any of the art that you think is really cool or that I might be interested in, I can try and do those studies. And like I said, I want to make this a regular thing. So it's not, it is not like the cosplay contest where that was like a big event. You guys submit a bunch of things and then I narrow them down and then we pick one and blah, 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 blah. It's not like that. It's a lot more casual, and it's something I want to get into a regular habit of doing. So yeah, TLDR. I want to do master studies of things from existing art or games. So if you have like gacha art that you want me to try to replicate, or something that doesn't quite match but I could try to force it into the style that I want to work on, I want to get to the point where I am just being more of an art student and actually like improving. Because I think that when you do commissions, you do improve your work. Your work does get better. The work that I've done for Sea Hero, for instance, I can see the evolution of it over time, which I think is really, really cool. But doing studies really helps speed up that entire process, and master studies, I think, are really amazing for that. If you submit a piece, I might not do the entire thing, I might just do like a cropped version, because it's easier to hone in that way. Like in the Discord, I posted this, piece that I was inspired by. It's like this tea party area, right? And if I was to just draw, like, the person in the background, that would be enough of a study for me, because there were so many, beautiful color and lights and compositions and things that I think that alone is really inspiring. One thing I've definitely learned is that there's a lot of, ability to make really amazing art, even if you don't have, even if you don't have good line art. If you, mic is cracking? Is it okay? Mic connection? Are we good? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Everything all good? I don't know what that was then. I apologize for that. I'm not really sure what that was. I'm not making popcorn, no. But, what was I saying? What was I saying? Hang on. Oh, yeah, the piece that I showed yesterday, right? I think that even if I was only doing a tiny portion of it, it's still enough to work with. It's better that it was just me. I'm not really sure what that was then. It is a Bluetooth, so maybe that, like, freaked out for a second, but hopefully we're good now. My voice cracking? I don't think so. Not that I know of. I'll be truly honest, this could really go wrong. I hope you're successful in it. Why do you think it could go wrong, Dark? I'm actually really curious. What do you think was the worst that could happen? Blank says, I imagine in 4 years' time I'll probably quadruple myself via mitosis. Prepare thyself for that. My gosh. Yeah, what about it could go wrong? Sounded like when an aux cord is loose. Weird. Huh. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I didn't touch anything. It was 100% the mic for a bit. Okay, good to know, good to know. No, I'm genuinely really curious where you think it could go wrong. I think I should be aware of that. I think I should definitely be aware of that. But yeah, that's sort of my plan going forward, is that, at least for the start, I would like to do 2 more a week. So, I'm gonna try to force myself to do it tonight, see how it goes, and I'll try to do it again Wednesday, see how it goes. And you guys do not have to attend if you're busy. If you're busy in the evening, if you don't want to join the quiet streams, if you're only there for the craze and the chaos, that is totally fine. The reason that I am streaming it is because it keeps me accountable. It literally keeps me accountable. If I do not stream it, it's too easy for me to be scrolling on Pinterest for hours on end. So I think that doing it on stream, whether or not you can attend, if you want to attend, that's perfectly fine, and you are absolutely welcome. But if you cannot, then that is perfectly fine as well. The chaos stuff I will save for morning times. But basically, it just keeps me accountable. It just keeps me accountable. I could be doing it in the Discord, but I don't know. It might just be good for, like, algorithm or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna try streaming it. Can we get a rules and restriction with the new project? I know not safe work. There's also not for Starlight as well, I imagine. Yeah. I'll make like I'll make a nicer post in the Discord for that. That's probably a better idea. Also, welcome, Charming Falcon. Sorry, I was sort of in the middle of a bunch of thoughts. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. I may stop by some, yeah. If you guys just want to, like, have it on in the background, make it casual, use me as a radio. What do they say with Twitch lurking? You can have, like, if you mute the tab but not the stream, then it still counts as a view. So that's always helpful. That's always helpful. But yeah, this is basically just, this is me forcing myself to improve quicker. And if I can improve more, then it makes the work that I do for you guys better. So overall, this is to help myself. This is to make things better for you. And I think that I can also, I can also sort of turn these into shorts. Basically, most of these are going to be master studies and, what some artists call, rakugaki. So, like doodles, sketches, things that do not take them a lot of time. Stuff like that. Be wary of hurting hands. Well, that's the thing, right? Is that I won't be rushing the work itself like I did with the Redeems. I think that was the problem with the Redeems, is that the Redeem was more so a action, more so like a performance art, and in doing that, I think that that's what makes it so rough. Came in at the tail end, stream when? I'm thinking nighttime streams, so I'm thinking, like, I don't really know, maybe anywhere between, like, 8 or 9 EST, 5, 6 PST? I don't really know. I'm gonna probably say, like, 6/9. I haven't really figured it out yet. Still testing things. A lot of people sometimes give credit to them is not enough. They just don't like people copying the drawing. Need to be careful what you practice on. That is specifically why I said that I think the best thing to do would be to use official artwork. Official artwork. I mentioned that specifically. I said I don't want any references that are from other small student artists like myself. Like, I don't think I would want someone doing a master's study of my work, but I could do a master's study of, like, splash art from Genshin Impact. You know what I mean? Like, that's the big difference. I think it's best if I can study from, first of all, professionals who understand color, anatomy, composition, and etc., etc. And then you're also not going to get in trouble with artists who are going to try to, like, cancel you on Twitter or something. So no, I intentionally only want to work with either existing large properties, official merch, anime screenshots. Yeah, I'm intentionally trying to avoid any controversy or trouble. Oh, nice, that's right before bedtime could be nice wind-down content. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, it's not gonna be chaotic, it's not gonna be, like, over-the-top, wild, insane. It's just gonna be, like, chill, calm radio, maybe a little bit of talking here or there, mainly just, like, instrumental, soft music. I literally usually use a calm art playlist. Yeah, I want it to be like a wind-down thing. I think that's a good way to think about it. If they come picking, the bunnies will beat them up. There you go. But yeah, I think that if it's official art, that would be the best in terms of, like, not stepping on any toes, right? Are manga panels alright? I'm gonna say no for now, because my main thing that I want to focus on is a lot of light and color. That's the main reason. If you have, like, a cover art that's in color, then that's totally fine. Yeah, I'm gonna say no manga panels for now, because light and color is a huge part of what I want to study. Would we allow you to give you suggestions? I have some gacha splasher I definitely want to recommend you. I'm going to write all this up in Discord later, because I basically started this off saying to give me suggestions. So, yeah, I'll give, like, a little bit of a rundown. This is sort of a new idea I have, and I'm experimenting with a lot of it. I really don't know how it's gonna go. I might have to do some tweaks here or there about how to go about doing it, how to handle it. But, yeah, basically, I just really want to practice and study more work from professionals that I want to get to the level of. I'll think some up. I don't do gacha, but there's a lot of good concept art from games I play that would fit. Heck yeah. And also, like, game screenshots or anime screenshots, that's fine. Mainly, like, I don't want to step on another, like, random small indie artist's toes, but official media for anything is totally fine with me. And also, please make it, like, character-based. Unless I happen to say, like, I really want to study environments right now, we should probably focus on making it character-based. There are times that I do want to study environments, but this is not one of those times. I'm kind of curious why you yourself would not want to be used for a master's study. Not me myself, my artwork. I would not want somebody to be doing a master's study of my art pieces. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Like I said, I will give more detail in the Discord later. If you're not in the Discord yet, if you haven't yet joined the Discord, if you go to the YouTube side and you go to my About section, there is a link to the Discord, and I will make a place later tonight where you guys can post suggestions and things. Game screenshot, alright, I'll do a screenshot of my character getting launched through a solid tank in Halo. My gosh, Newbie Reaper. I'm really just trying to focus on, like, detailed rendering type of stuff. That's what I meant. Because I don't think I'm a good person to do a master's study of. Because if you are not super professional, if you are not a master, if you are not one of the greats, if you're not, like, getting work for Arknights or Genshin Impact, then you're gonna get people copying your mistakes, and that's not a good thing. So that is why that I don't think people should be doing master studies of my work. Phone's gonna die. Have a lovely day, and thanks for stream as always. Thank you so much for stopping in, Nanashi. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Real talk, though, I remember old file share photos used to be so good. The lighting and composition on some of those were actually really well composed for a game screenshot. That's really cool. But yeah, thank you very much, Nanashi. I will write more detail in the Discord later. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Manjaro, hello, welcome in on the YouTube side. I do get a lot of people calling me a Pokemon for some reason. You know who also calls me a Pokemon? YouTube. YouTube themselves. Back when I had my Anthro form, I was categorized as a Pokemon by YouTube. I didn't even know that could happen, but yeah. Like the weird, like, oh, you might like this features or whatever, or the taglines or how people find you or whatever. I used to show up when people searched for a Pokemon. I don't know why. YouTube categorized me as a Pokemon. Starlight, I choose you. My gosh. I'm not a Pokemon. People just thought I was. I would rather work with Pokemon. I don't know. I could take on, like, a look of a Pokemon, but I am not one. You're not gonna find me in any of the regions. The search is finally done. Are you looking for Pokemon? I'm confused. No, I would be a trainer if anything. I think we've actually discussed this, right? Like if I was a Pokemon trainer, I would probably be we literally had an IRIAM stream about this, that I would probably be in the Johto region studying legendaries with Cynthia. We've had an IRIAM stream talking about this before. You look like a Zelda character more than a Pokemon? How'd they get here? Do I look like a Zelda character? I mean, I was saying earlier that if I had any sort of outfit inspiration, it would be Princess Zelda, but I still think I look pretty different from her. What type? What type? Like, as a Pokemon? I think I'd probably be, like, Psychic and Fairy? I don't know. I don't know. I have magic. I grant wishes. So, I'd probably be Psychic type like Jirachi. But I'm also, like, Yokai, Kitsune, Celestial, so probably Fairy. So I think I'd be, like, Psychic Fairy. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that not good enough of an answer for you? Psychic Ghost, I would say? But I'm not, like, well, I am a spirit, but I'm not, like, I'm not a spirit in a ghost sense. I'm more like Fae. Dragon type? I'm definitely not dragon type. Where do you get dragon type from? What? I'm not a dragon at all. You'd be 3 types, dark, dark, and dark? Why do you say that? I used to rock Gengar and Darkrai, surprise to no one. Oh my gosh, Newbie Reaper. Vinefox says you control us and we're wisps in the beginning anyway. But you guys aren't like... Okay, like Vinefox is like a ghost, but like I'm not and the other Stargazers are not. Like wisps are more so in the Fae realm, in the spirit, but not like like ghost type in the Pokemon sense, you know? Speaking of Zelda, watching Chayo Conroy's Let's Play for Twilight Princess, would love to see your master study on why the art in that game makes it look dark and serious. I could do a master study from Twilight Princess, that would be fine. You could see me being fairy psychic? Yeah, I feel like that would fit the most. Midna, yeah, Midna. I love Midna. You being traumatized from chat would make me dark type. You know, there was one point, when Tears of the Kingdom came out that I was trying to do, like, style studies of that promo art that they had that was super, super, super painterly, and I really wanted to do one of Twilight Princess, Link and Midna, but I failed miserably because I did not plan it well at all, and it ended up turning into an absolute mess, and I never finished it, and it got totally scrapped. Yeah, I've never actually drawn Midna and Wolf Link successfully, so that might be an interesting one. I never saw that one. No one ever saw that one. No one ever will see that one. It was one of those, like, failed pieces. I do want to do more of these studies to sort of fill up my spellbook, but, there are some that just don't need to be put into the book. That's the other thing, right? Is that, like, if I can do these streams where I'm doing these studies, I would like to put them into my spellbook, and I would like to post more things on Twitter with, I want to make a lot of Twitter posts that say RKGK. I really do. I want to make a lot of RKGK posts. I think that will be fun. I've never gotten to write RKGK. They usually end up being silly bakadoodles and stuff like that. I want to make a bunch of RKGK. I want to do a bunch of, like, rough stuff and studies and things like that. Do I have a canon grimoire? I do. I used to wear it on my belt before the cards were so much easier to carry. So, okay, basically, I do have a spellbook. And it's sort of like a spellbook with infinite pages, so I can keep doing spell work and studying and practice over and over and over. And I used to carry it on me, but a book of infinite pages is very, very heavy. It gets very, very heavy after a time. So now the book is sits in the atelier, and then if I need to go out somewhere and I need to be able to do spell work, at like a moment's notice, if I like get in trouble or something, then having a deck belt is so much easier to carry and usually has much higher quality spells anyway. Does the grimoire have mean names to call demons? The grimoire doesn't talk. I know that there's a lot of people's grimoires who talk, but mine does not. A bunch of what? A bunch of spells? What? Someday show us some of your failed art. It is free entertainment for us. I have a lot of failed art, but I don't really think that, I don't know. Maybe someday. I mean, written in it? Oh. Well, I haven't really, like, studied demons much, so I don't really have any... I don't really have any expertise on there to add in. What are you talking about, Newbie Reaper? What? No, I don't... I have worked with demon VTubers, but, like, I haven't done any other things like that. You never seen wizard battles? Not those, apparently. The worst spell. I'm confused. I'm missing some reference. I'm definitely missing some sort of reference here. You know what the sad thing is, in terms of, like, show us some of your failed art? Is I don't have much failed art, and it's not because I'm amazing and don't make failed art. I do. It's because I don't do enough study. I don't do enough drawing. I don't do enough sketching. I mainly just do commissions, and I don't do enough non-commission stuff. So I don't have a lot of, like, just rough sketch stuff that doesn't turn into something in the end. Aside from silly bakadoodles. So yeah, I need to just get myself to draw more. Because I can't just limit myself to drawing only commissions. I just need to draw more in general. They just pelt each other with random minor inconvenience spells, like having to consciously breathe instead of automatically doing it. That does sound kind of terrible. Or I cast just slow enough Wi-Fi. Please no, we deal with the Thunderbird enough. Does the original Vesa finger guns count as failed art? No, it counts as a preliminary sketch. I hope it goes well, though. Don't push yourself or else you'll hurt yourself again. I won't. What I was explaining before with the hurting myself thing is I really think it came from the redeems. I really think it came from the rush of the redeem. Because the redeem was more performance art than anything. But these are like, you know, just chill and work for an hour or so. Maybe longer, depends. Doesn't really matter. Whereas, the thing that I think was the worst of the carpal was when I was very, very quickly, manually, rushing on the canvas and just pushing things too far. I do sometimes get a little bit of flare-up. I think once you have it, it never entirely goes away, which does get scary. But it's been manageable so far, so yeah. And I know I mentioned this a lot before on stream, but fun facts. One of the reasons I ended up joining IRIAM in the first place was because of the carpal, and scaring me enough to be like, I need to also have a backup if I can't just do art. So, yeah, that is one of the reasons that I play games and stream on IRIAM. Fun facts. Fun facts. Blank says, I don't really have failed art, I think. I just grit my teeth and slog through the process until I'm satisfied. No matter how many hours, days, weeks, or months it takes. That's fair. That's fair. Always diversify, become undefeatable. There you go. I just don't want to diversify too much in the art sense. But diversifying in general, of just, like, not being a one-trick pony, I think that's definitely been a really good thing for me. Being able to chit-chat with you guys for a little bit of time, being able to play games, being able to, like, try new stuff, I think that's been really, really good so far. Although, I think I am kind of discovering that I don't like playing cozy games on stream. Which is kind of a weird revelation, because I sort of planned streaming games around cozy games. So I ended up getting a lot of cozy games. And now I don't know what to do. So, yeah. I don't know. I like having fun with you guys. I like everything being, like, energetic and adventure-y, and I feel like cozy games don't really work well for that. That's why Smushy was so perfect. I love Smushy so much. That was cozy and adventure. I want more stuff like Smushy. Shout out Huey, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, definitely diversifying, definitely figuring things out. Explain some of the issues with cozy games to see what the audience thinks. I think that with cozy games, there's a lot of, like, slow downtime periods where nothing's really happening, and it kind of forces me to slightly go into IRIAM stream mode. Except, sometimes if, like, people aren't chatting, if they're just sort of lurking, then I don't have as much to go by, and that's a skill issue on my part. That's definitely a skill issue. But I feel like when there's more stuff happening in a game, then I can react better to it, right? I can sort of, like, I can sort of work on telling the rest of the story myself. Have a good rest of your day, Newbie Reaper. Thank you very much for stopping in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. All the best. Everything is slow and repetitive, at least cozy games, on cozy games, at least to me. So, for anyone who's here right now, like, do you guys like watching streamers play cozy games, regardless of it being me or not? In general, do you guys like watching streamers play cozy games? As a very, very general question. And you're not gonna hurt my feelings either way. I don't really... I want your, like, full honesty on, in general, watching a streamer play cozy games. Blank says, is there a channel where you can submit game suggestions or something? One I think would be a great fit is on sale right now for, like, £2. I haven't... I guess just, like, the Starlight chat channel is just good for any kind of stream or content and suggestion. No guarantee, because I'm really, 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 really picky when it comes to games. But, yeah, if you want to suggest a game or something, then Starlight Chat is basically just, like, chit-chatting about stuff I post, content suggestions, probably where I'll throw the thing about what I'm doing for streaming later tonight, all that kind of stuff. Hang on. Sierra says, I think that's where your talking skill comes into play, or maybe try out a little less cozy game. Eve says, do you think the Stargazer's newly found chaos has changed your approach? I don't know. I think cozy games are good for chatting. They are, but I think that... Okay, so that was in my head, right? I thought that cozy games would be good for just chatting. That's sort of like what I had in my head. But maybe this is just like... Maybe this isn't true. This is just sort of how it sounds to me. Cozy games feel like people sort of default more to lurking, so then there's less people for just chatting with. Maybe I'm wrong. It kind of feels like it's more of a lurking situation when it comes to cozy games. I could be very wrong about that, but that's just sort of the vibe I've been getting. I could be wrong. I don't mind, but it might not be there for long, to be honest. That's definitely fair. That's definitely fair. To be honest, I really don't. I'd rather see something with a bit more action. Cozy Game Stream is a background for me while I work on content on PC when listening to you on stream. And that's fair, that's fair. If I just watched your Cozy Game streams, I feel like I wouldn't pay attention from beginning to end and just do something else while listening to you. Alright, I appreciate the honesty. I really do. Cinnamoni was funny, you did crimes and I have clips of it. What do you mean Are you talking about the reaping and the sowing? Let me see. I'm checking the YouTube side. Don't take it personally if she says no. I had to go through a lot of trouble to find games she likes. I'm genuinely very picky when it comes to games. I 100% just depends. I like watching the streamer with cozy games. There's a little of the game to draw me in, but the streamer has a bigger chance to shine. Ah, okay. That's fair. That's fair. I think that, yeah, Sierra makes a good point, right? It just sort of, like, you don't really have to pay much attention, and you sort of end up, like, being second monitor content in a way. I didn't... Okay, you're not wrong, Vessa, but, like, I didn't think anyone owned it. I thought it was just there. I didn't... Kupo Coffee, hello. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Hello. You mean borrow Vesta? Yeah, there you go. I'll let the clip speak for itself. Oh my gosh. I'm surprised you got as many clips as you did for that, honestly. Especially the last one. Especially the last one with the bunny asking for the wheat after I just grinded it into flour. That one I might legitimately just post on as a YouTube short. Cause that was so dumb. That was so dumb. I enjoy it, but I'm also not as actively involved in streams. I enjoy having something social like that going on in the background. Alright, that's fair, that's fair. Like in general with streams, or like specifically to that genre? I don't know. I think I'm just trying to figure out what works best as a streamer, and I'm having a little bit of a hard time figuring it out. I think what it is that, like, when things get quiet, because people are just sort of using it as a background, like with IRIAM, right? It's very direct. It's very one-on-one when we're chit-chatting. It's very, like, you guys can type and I see it instantaneously, and there's nothing else that I'm doing, so it is more of, like, a chatting with you sort of scenario. And then with an action game, I have more of a focus, so if chat is quiet, then I'm still sort of, like, doing something. But then if it's, like, a cozy game, and then, like, chat is quiet because they're chilling and lurking and just, like, using everything as background, and then I'm sort of, like, not doing enough because things take too long, then I kind of get into that weird feeling of, like, not really sure what to do or how to handle things, I guess. Also, hello, Barry, and hello, Telemore, hello. Welcome in. And Barry, I see that you're new to the stream, so hello, I hope you're having a good day. And Telemore, I also hope you are having a good day. But, hello. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm not saying I'm uninterested, but if I was given a choice between a cozy game and an Elden Ring stream, I would watch the latter, but there are a few nuances. That's definitely fair. That's fair. Time to play Doom Eternal for the Zoomies. No, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't know. I think it's funny because I think, like, on my own, I prefer more action-based games. But then when I was thinking about streaming games, I was like, oh, I should pick a bunch of cozy games because then it'll be easier for me to keep up with the chat. And then I'll be able to sort of like chit chat while streaming and it'll be fine. And then I was like, I've been trying it and it's been like, I don't know. I don't really know. I feel like I'm at least at the point right now where like based on my size, I can still like play an action game and keep up with chat fairly decently. So then when it's a cozy game and people are sort of lurking and chilling, then I kind of have to end up turning it into an IRIAM stream, and then I get a little bit thrown, I suppose. I'm being very, like, open about this. I'm being very open. I'm not really hiding much of myself here. This is a reason that I could not ever get into Hololive. We need a fast action game that's still safe for work. Yeah, there's not many. For example, first, if it's a game I know and I've played before and enjoyed it, I would watch the Cozy Game stream. Okay, so you're saying that if you've already played the game that the person is streaming, then you don't want to watch it. Is that what you're saying? Blank says, I don't know why, apparently my brain defaults to Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? What? When I hear the word action game, I have the mental image of start playing that for the past minute. I don't know what that is, but that definitely sounds a little up there. Dark says, I lurk your normal stream very often without cozy games. I'd be lurking more than usual. Ah, okay, that's fair. TMNT. I don't know, there really aren't that many in the genre I like, with the look I like and everything. You'd want to watch me play Portal? Okay, so I actually do have Portal. But I've never actually played it. But I did play, I've never played Portal, but I did play co-op Portal. Second, if the streamer is very good in storytelling, which, if the streamer is very good in storytelling, which would hook me into engagement, I'd watch them even without giving a second thought. I don't know how good I am with that. Sagi, hello, welcome in. I see that you're fairly new to IRIAM. I hope you're enjoying it so far. And welcome to the stream. If you guys are new here, if there's anybody who's new here, my name is Starlight. I'm a prismatic kitsune. I hope you're having a good start to the week. With who? I co-op Portal with Vesa. Portal 2 would be a good one to watch you play. I didn't play the first one. Hello, Sagi. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I have not... It's not necessary? Isn't it a continuation? Isn't it a continuation? There's a, yeah, I did co-op Portal, because I've actually done co-op Portal before, with a friend, like, many years ago, like, closer to when it first came out, because they had PlayStation stuff and I did not. So I did co-op there, and I did co-op with Vesa, and I've never actually played, like, single-player Portal before. But I can't handle turrets. I can't handle turrets at all. It is, but it's not super consequential. If you want to play the first one, it's super quick to play through. Is it quick? It always felt like... Okay, maybe this is just me, but in my head, I always thought, if there's a 3D-based console game that you have to buy a disc for, it will be a long game. I don't know why, but that's something that's sort of always been in my head. So I don't, like, picture 3D console games being short games. I could be very, very wrong, but yeah. Don't make me post the Portal 2 clips. Gosh. Portal's not a console game? Wasn't it on PlayStation? I thought it was on PlayStation, no? Am I wrong? The tractor beam clip? Which is that one? Oh, was that the dragging one? Was that the dragging one? You beat every level of Portal 1 in 4-ish hours. Really? I didn't know it was that quick. You have Portal on Xbox One? Okay. Portal was sold alongside Team Fortress 2 and Half-Life 2? It's got a port, but it's made by Valve, the creators of Steam. Yeah, but I definitely played it on a PlayStation. I'm certain of this. Maybe it's not, like, meant to be a console game, but maybe it was a port? I don't know. I don't know how PlayStation works. I've never owned PlayStation. Well, that's a lie. I owned a PlayStation 2 that was used because I really, really wanted to play Sly Cooper. And I never ended up playing Sly Cooper. Someday I want to play Sly Cooper. Never got to do that. Everyone will know you already have an evil side. That's not an evil side, that's just a teasing side. That's just a teasing side. Yeah, I don't know. There was actually one that I wanted to play on stream. It wasn't Portal, but it was, like, very Portal-esque. It was, like, devs that were clearly inspired by Portal, and I thought it would be, fun because it's, like, color and paint and art-based, and it's called, like, what was it called? Chromagun, I think? But, again, they have a turret-like creature in it, and I still could not handle it. Isn't Subliminal, like, there's no enemies in Subliminal, isn't that just puzzle-based? Am I thinking of the right one? No, I'm thinking of Superliminal. Is that what it's called? Superliminal? I don't remember. But yeah, the Chromagun one, I was like, oh, this seems, like, really fun, there's, like, puzzles and everything, but it's, like, very, very much Portal-like, and there are things that will try to kill you. So, yeah. We're thinking of the same game, but both forgot the name. Incredible, yeah. I don't know if I have Superliminal. I might. I can't remember. There's so many games that I grabbed just like, someday I want to play this on stream, so I'm not going to play this on my own. Because, honestly, I really don't play any games on my own these days. I don't, like, there's not many times where I will invest time into single-player games, unless it's, like, a big AAA Nintendo thing. Lately, I'm just like, I just want to find games that I eventually want to stream. Also, hello, not Mavs. Hello, welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I know, when we played, what was it? When we played, what was it called? Stanley Parable? The person who gifted me Stanley Parable had a very, very amused time watching me play Stanley Parable. They were highly, highly amused by that one. That one legitimately threw me off. That one kind of messed me up. That one was weird. That one, like, legitimately hurt my brain for a few days afterwards. Like, for temporarily, Vesa used to sort of, like, trigger me by speaking in a British voice for a hot minute. Most existential crisis stream for Star that day? Pretty much, yes. Pretty much. And then it started following me in various forms in the real world, and then it started getting really freaky. It started getting really freaky, I'm not gonna lie. There was, what was it? I went outside after playing that, and then there was, like, a person walking perpendicular to me, like, I'm walking forward and they're walking towards me, right? And they were just, like, walking on the sidewalk, and then they were, like, trying to get my attention to wave to me, and then I waved back to them, and then they proceeded to immediately turn around, walk over, and go into their house. And I'm just like, what? Did I do something wrong? And then For the rest of the walk, there was nobody there. There was nobody there for the rest of the walk. Nobody was outside. So, yeah, that was immediately after the playthrough. That kind of freaked me out. You put the fear in. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Yeah, that legitimately threw me off. Yeah. Chrono Knight, hello, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. And Thembreak, welcome in, welcome in. Dark says, I like PCs more than console, but starting with a console is a good thing. Alright, that's fair. Blank says, when will I play Outer Wilds? Oh, jeez. Vesa is going to hunt me down if I don't play Outer Wilds at some point in my lifetime as a content creator. Or just sometime in my lifetime. I don't know. I don't know. I tried at one point, and I despised the controls so much. I thought they were absolutely horrendous and terrible. I don't know. Maybe if I tried to stream it, then I would, like, force myself to keep trying it. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, would this be better off stream, or would this be better on stream and, like, being forced to try for 2 hours? Because I think I gave it, like, a half hour, and then I was just like, I can't do this. This is terrible. The flying is a bit confusing. It's very confusing, yes. I've not really been able to, like, actually enjoy any part of it, because I really, 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 really hated the controls. Funny for me, I'm a hero VTuber, and the only hero game I've streamed is all of, the Spider-Man games. Those are really good, though, I've heard. It takes some getting used to, but it's a lot like riding a bike. Huh? But if you fall off a bike, you don't immediately die. I think that's a little bit different. I mean, I don't... Maybe with your bike it's different, but I'm pretty sure that you don't die if you fall off a bike. Once you got it down, you got it? Really? I don't feel like that's the case. Also, oh my gosh, it's really claustrophobic. It's really, really, really claustrophobic. I don't need I don't need that much, ugh. I don't need that much, like, freak out moment. Why is it, ugh. Okay, bad controls, very claustrophobic, and forced to be in grayscale. I don't like it. Sierra says they are. I think it's best I didn't stick with just playing superhero-themed games only. I'm kind of tempted to play a Spider-Man game. I think that might be interesting. You didn't put on the spacesuit, did you? Probably? Also, hello, Lillian. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. That was an interesting statement to walk in on. Are you trying to fly via the camera? That's what it said to do. That's what it said to do. Are you not supposed to? No? That's literally what it said to do. No wonder you hate it. That is literally what it said to do. No wonder you hated it. Like, for landing and stuff, right? Like, for landing and stuff, you have to use the camera, right? Like, that's literally what I was told to do. For landing. For landing, right? There's an autopilot? That's good to know. I never used it except for one very specific purpose. They literally tell you that you're supposed to use the camera to fly and know where you're going and everything. That's actually, like, are you not supposed to do that? It's literally what they tell you to do. Don't follow the rules, Stanley. Oh my gosh! I'm never going to escape that. I'm never going to escape that. I'm never going to escape that. That's just gonna follow me the rest of my life. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate it. Ugh. Charming Falcon says, I have to admit I'm a bit confused. One of the strong suits of Outer Wilds was the controls for me. I thought it was intuitive. One of the strong suits was the intuitive control. I'm so confused now. I'm very confused. You didn't escape the office either? I thought I did, because I followed the- no, I didn't. I followed the rules, and then I thought I did, and then I didn't. When does the game become not a game? This is the problem with living in Hallucinari. This is literally the issue with living in Hallucinari. What if it was never a game to begin with? Jeez. For the final, Blank says on YouTube, for the final descent, you should only use the camera on the final few meters. It's like the parking camera? I never used it, I just crashed my ship and jumped out and explored. What, how did... That doesn't seem like the right way to do it then? Also, yeah, the parking was also terrible. I would damage things a lot just trying to make a safe landing, which was not fun. The Starman show. Oh my gosh, Vesa! The Starlight from Stanley Parable, if in anime you were already dead. I'm so confused now. I'm very confused. Truth is? Truth is what? Truth is what, Lillian? Vesa says, crash ship if you have to go back to ship and go to another planet, just repair ship. You don't need to slowly and carefully park it if you're alone in space. There's no cars to hit. I'm not worried about hitting other things. I'm worried about hitting the ground. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start. What? You're making a reference to something, but I don't know what the reference is. I'm not worried about hitting cars, Vesa. I'm worried about hitting the ground. I don't have my wings, unfortunately. I can't use them. It doesn't work. Fallout? Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Yikes. Dark says it's been long stream, a very fun stream. How much longer are you gonna stream for? Probably not much longer. We're hitting our normal end time anyway. Probably not much longer. I know Eve still needs the the star patch for 2 hours. I don't know where that's at now. You have a jetpack? Do I? In there? I don't remember that. Wait, how do you jump out of a spaceship? That doesn't make sense. Likely tired from the madness we had at the beginning of the stream. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Also, Lillian, thank you for the Easter egg. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna have to get you in VC one day and you stream playing Outer Wilds to give you some tips. Maybe. Maybe we should do that. I don't know. I'm like, on the one hand, I'm like, this is such a frustrating game that if I'm going to play it, I might as well play it alone. And then there's another part of me that's like, but if I stream it, it'll force me to try harder. I don't know. I don't know. You're clearly doing something very wrong. Fair. I mean, I probably am, I guess. I don't really know at this point. I really don't know at this point. Blank says, funny enough, that game, I'm guessing Fallout, has an evil faction called Caesar's Legion, which the Stargazers remind me a lot of. Oh my gosh. Blank. Please. That is- no, you're right. That is not good. Also, hello again, Nanashi. Back on tablet? Alright, alright. I'm Zombie, hello, hello, welcome in. I see that you're new to IRIAM. I hope you're enjoying it so far. We're not that bad yet. I don't know how bad they are, so I don't know how bad Blank is talking. I hope you're having a good start to your week, Hype Zombie. Very? Okay. The chaos part of the stream is your favorite part, Dark? Oh my gosh. I'd tell you, but TOS won't let me. Alright, we'll leave it at that. How's that? We'll just leave it at that. That would probably be better, just leave it at that. It was the whole stream? Oh my gosh. Blank says all the talk is maybe want to play Outer Wilds again. Interesting. Alright then. Legion was just like the Roman army, all the bad stuff. Gotcha! Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh. Are you heading out, Charmin Falcon? I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you have a good start to the week. Sayonara. Oy, ay, ay. Yeah, I'm going to, woof. Should probably be wrapping up here a little bit anyway. It's about how crazy the stream was. We didn't have a single bomb. That's true. Nanashi says, have you ever, dealt with post-apocalyptic art or done any? Does the exploding Stargazer piece count? That's probably the closest that I've had, is the exploding Stargazer piece. Because that had a giant, post-apocalyptic feeling to it. Other than that, no, I don't think so. No, I don't think Trigun counts. I don't really think so. Newbie Reaper, what are you doing? Ah! 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 Why? Someone said explode. I got startled. What? My gosh, what? There we go, now it's the normal Starlight IRIAM stream. You guys don't have to have a bomb every single stream, you know? It's not a requirement. Yes, it is. It's not! You don't... Yes, we do. Oh my gosh. It's a tradition. Deal with it. You guys are crazy. You know that? You guys are crazy. It is rar. Oh my gosh. That's... Ay. Bleh. Alright. You calling us crazy? That's new? Oh my gosh, you guys. I swear, someday I feel like you're gonna be bored of everything. You're just gonna be like, we've done all the destruction we can, and now there is nothing left. I love how the music just changed to, like, conclusion music. We can get worse, we just don't. What? Don't challenge us. Goodness, guys. Ay, ay, ay. Someone said the stream was a chaotic stream and didn't have a boom, and then they summoned one. Yeah, no kidding. Alright, alright. There's more than just explosives in the burrows? What do you guys have down there? I wonder if I started saying ay 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 because of you guys. I really don't know where I got that from, but I definitely catch myself saying it now. Alright, alright. I think that, I think we'll wrap up here for today. Tomorrow we are going to be doing art stream. We are going to, blah blah blah, words, art. We're gonna be doing some rough coloring of a commission. And then I think tonight I'm going to try to do some study work. I'm gonna make a little bit, some guidelines in the Discord. If you've not yet joined the Discord, you can get to it through my YouTube page. If you go to the YouTube About Me section, there is a link in the Discord. It is a safer work Discord. Please keep that in mind. But, yeah, I will probably do some chill art stream work later tonight. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna be experimenting with things. It's not fun when you become hyper-aware of stuff. I'm not hyper-aware of anything, Nanashi. I never know what's going on. But anyways, Stargazers, thank you so much for stopping to stream today. I hope that you enjoyed the chaos that you have wrought. You guys are wild, as always. But thank you very much for stopping the stream. I really, really appreciate it. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever you may be in the world or the worlds beyond. And well, thank you so much, Stargazers, and all the best.